Hi everyone, my name is Diane Mitchell and I'm the founder of the wonderful world of Wellbeing. And part of what we do is host live events. And our next event is coming up in Surrey called Wellbeing is the New Currency Festival, and it's on the weekend of the 17th and 18th of June at Kempton Park Racecourse. Now, I am absolutely thrilled to introduce you today to a lady who heals people's lives. Her name is Althea Finch, and she is the creator of the PainFREE method. And Althea, we've actually managed to carve out time for this interview today, even although we're butt up to the festival and that we're working in collaboration with. I've actually caught her on a beach in Thailand. So welcome, Althea. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much, Diane, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, and how beautiful that you let us cut into your beach session, even although we're quite envious because I wish I was there. But thank you. And I suppose again, yeah, it's all this celebration, isn't it, of life itself. So I'm going to ask Althea a couple of questions because Althea has taken a major part in this upcoming festival. She's chose to sponsor the main Wellbeing arena, which will house between 90 and 100 exhibitors over the weekend. And I think that's a fantastic testament to the true dedication that Althea has for her holistic practice and her business. And also to put a stamp on there to let the world know how serious she is in every single facet of her business. So not only is Althea sponsor of the Wellbeing Arena, she's exhibiting with us. So our visitors are in for an absolute treat. And further to that, she's running 2 workshops or 2 talks and part of a guest panel for Wisdom of Wellbeing. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Althea, can you just tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got into the PainFREE method?
Absolutely. So I'm Althea, and I am founder and creator of the PainFREE method. And it's a very simple method that gets you pain-free, takes you from pain to pain-free. And I've been a natural therapist for all my life. I've always loved about bodies. My very first job was as an aerobics instructor. So I've always been interested in bodies from the very beginning. I mean, going back and back, So I have been a natural therapist for years. I worked in clinics in South London. And over the years, working with people and learning about different modalities. I originally studied things like shiatsu, reflexology, Reiki, Chinese massage, Oriental, holistic treatments. And I came to understand about how the body works, and all this knowledge and working with people came together in my 30s. And that was the beginnings of the PainFREE method. So that's what I teach today. It's an easy 3-step process to get you from pain to pain-free. And I work with all sorts of people around the world, from with endometriosis and lower back pain, all sorts of different kinds of back conditions, squash vertebra, arthritis. People who have been absolutely bedridden, and now they're pain-free. Or people who have been facing operations for their spinal conditions, constant painkillers. These are typical people situations that I come across with people who come to me, and they're pain-free. There's Linda, who was walking the next day. She spent a week in hospital, walking the next day. We're talking years of pain and problems and medication and tests, hospital visits, doctor visits and tests and all that. As soon as you start doing the right thing, you start getting pain-free. And I developed something that was life-changing.
So you've actually created this PainFREE method yourself based on a collective of all your life experience and working with people in the holistic field. Incredible.
That's right. Yeah.
And like you were just saying, people go to hospitals, they have to take appointments, and that's not, it's safe they were doing all that through a physical ailment that they were looking to have rectified. But then surely that would affect all the mental capacity in going through all the processes of having to make the appointments, and then the waiting, and then if appointments get changed. But we're aware that people are affected in pain, mentally, physically, or emotionally. So which of those areas do you work in? Because when I think the overall consensus, people think you've got to feel pain as in somewhere in your body. But as practitioners, we know that we can have it in the mind, we can have it in an emotional sense. So what people do you work with to cover those areas, or is it all?
Well, I'm quite a practical girl. I am spiritualistic, and I work somatically with the body, the mind-body connection. So it's all about, you know, how the body holds onto feelings and thoughts, maybe even traumas. Not everybody goes through traumas, but, you know, beliefs about ourselves. But I am a practical girl as well. So I like to work with people. People come to me, they have physical conditions. I specialize in joints, muscle, nerve, and physical things, physical, mechanical things in the body. So, you know, joint muscle and nerve pain. But I know that it's just the beginning of what's really going on. And 9 out of 10 people, once you start working with the actual problem, physical thing that they come to me for, you know, knee, it opening up to why they're in pain, and that's when the story comes up.
Could you just repeat that when you said people? Yeah. This is one of the hardships of being on a beach when we're interviewing, isn't it? So just when you said people come to the hardship, you just dropped out.
Yeah, so when people have been suffering physical things, that's when they usually find me. And I specialize in physical conditions. But that's just the beginning. I see the body as like a doorway into the soul, into the person, for what they're really suffering. I've got people who have who had hip problems and headaches and shoulder problems. But I'm thinking one particular person, they had problems when, you know, their parents got divorced. How that affected them, and they never kind of resolved that and got over it and got past it. So it shows up in the body, the physical body, as physical symptoms. And another lady, she was facing a spinal operation, and everyone on medication, pain meds, and she grew up with a very difficult father, very abusive, and that stems from those sort of things. You know, she carried that all her life, and it develops into back pain, and that's when people come to me with physical conditions. But that's just the beginning of people's stories. And once you start tapping into the physical things, it shows up. You know, what are backs about? Backs are about support, not being supported or supporting others or something. And headaches, you know, too much going on in the head. Hip things are about mother relationships or family relationships or problems in that area. What are feet things about? Feet things are about not being able to stand on your own strength and your own power, and you're being in this land in your own, being true to yourself. Knee problems are about bending and going forward, the future. You know, so once you get a physical condition and you come to someone like me, that's where we start. And what I do is I help you to get rid of the pain, get rid of the problem, the physical problem, so you're feeling better. But as soon as you start doing that, then you're going into a deeper level of healing, which is what's the reason it's there. And that's where the true healing happens and true change.
So,
and you start letting go of what's creating your problem, and then you're free.
When people show up, when people show up with physical ailments, it's fair to say that the majority of the time there's an emotional charge underneath that, and the physical is the last resort. It's looking for a way out of the body from the emotional pain. There's a lot of information. I mean, it's fascinating how every part of the body has a different meaning to how our position in life, isn't it? So you are, through the festival, you're really busy, because not only are you the main headline sponsor for the exhibition arena, you're exhibiting throughout the 2 days, and you are presenting 2 talks. So can you just give people a little bit of flavour of what to expect? Who should book onto your talk?
Absolutely. So by the time people come to me, they're usually struggling with a physical thing. They might not even know that it's an emotional based thing. And I don't start there. It starts with a physical thing. So if they have back problems, hip problems, migraines, skin conditions, internal things, organs, anything physical that they've been struggling with, they usually have been trying things for a long time, perhaps. It's good if they're into natural ways, because I'm going to be showing them a very natural way, very simple, easy way to be pain-free. And I'm going to be showing people the first steps to get pain-free. So it's really exciting. Even if they have doubts, even if they're not sure if their pain levels, they think that's too high level of pain for that I can do anything for them, just come along and nosy, come in and be nosy and find out what it's all about. And I'm going to be showing people the very first steps of how to free their pain, you know, and it's nothing weird, very natural, very straightforward. It makes sense. It'll seem too obvious, too simple to even be a thing. And yeah, you can start getting results on just the talks I'm giving.
Yeah, fabulous.
So come along if you've been suffering in pain for a long time, or even just months.
Yeah. Okay, so just to let everyone know that Althea is presenting 2 talks, 1 per day in the zone Be Moved. And on Saturday, it's at 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. So in 1 hour, people can become pain-free. You're going to take them through the process of the introduction to the pain-free method. So that's Saturday in Be Moved at 11 a.m. and on Sunday in Be Moved at noon. And both workshops are for 1 hour. So you'll find around this video the ticket link. If you want to, all these zones are free with a paid entry pass. So if when you've booked your entry pass, just go back to the ticketing and scroll down and you'll see all the schedules underneath the paid ticket positions. So that's incredible that you're bringing 2 inspiring 1 hour presentations for people to try it, actually try it, so that they can see and feel and sense that shift in their body within 60 minutes out of their life. It's truly incredible, isn't it? Yeah.
Our bodies are amazing, but you just have to do the right things. And I have a method that is the right things. It's proven now for 20 years. I've been a natural therapist for 30 years. It's proven. And even if you think your thing's too far gone, even if you've tried everything, just come along to the talk and let me guide you. It's very gentle, very simple.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And also on Sunday afternoon, later on in the afternoon, it's at 3:45 p.m. I believe you're one of the guest speakers on the Wisdom of Wellbeing panel, aren't you? So people are going to have access to you in all different types. And this is an expert panel. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yep. So we'll be open to questions, and you can drill in and ask anything you want. We're here to guide you and to inform you about, you know, we have many years of experience between us, and you're able to ask us anything or watch other people ask their questions. It might relate to you, and ask us anything. And we're there to offer our knowledge, many years, and show you, give you advice and guidance of how to help yourself, how to be pain-free.
Beautiful. Thank you. Well, I really appreciate your time, and we're going to let you get back to your sunbathing. But before we do, just as a reminder to everybody who is listening in and watching in on this video today, I'm with Althea Finch, the creator of the PainFREE method, sponsor of the exhibition arena in the Wellbeing is the New Currency Festival that's taking place on the 17th and 18th of June at Kempton Park Racecourse. It's open from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. daily. Althea, who created the PainFREE method, is on hand throughout the 2 days in the exhibition arena. So be sure to visit her stand. You can book into both her talks that are in zone Be Moved at 11 a.m. on Saturday and noon on Sunday. And if you want to ask any other questions, she's also part of an expert panel that's taking place in zone Be Inspired on Sunday afternoon at 3:45 p.m. So if you need to get in touch with Althea and you're in pain and you cannot wait until 2 weeks' time for the festival. Just bear in mind she's actually on a beach enjoying a holiday, but she's let us step into this. So who knows? Underneath this video, we will drop in Althea's website as well as our website and link to booking the tickets for the festival. So we all look forward to seeing you there. And for those of you, or for yourself or people you know who have gotten that used to living in pain, they don't even realize pain is there. And the people who pain has just come up, or you might be waiting for an operation, or you're in emotional turmoil and it's causing a physical pain, whether you're aware of that or not, just get in touch with Althea, and Althea will either support you with her pain-free method or she'll signpost. It's as simple as that. But whatever you do, come to the festival and meet her in person. She's truly incredible. And as the event organizer, I just want to extend my thanks and gratitude for your position in this, because people like you put an absolute stamp on raising the bar for health and well-being. You know, the importance that you've brought by sponsoring the event is it's showing us and other people the opportunities that are available for them, but how serious and dedicated you are to holistic and natural ways of well-being, and that you're a prominent player in the marketplace and totally dedicated to pain-free method.
That's it. You don't have to be in pain. You know, we get told, we understand, and we learn that it's a whole long process and it's months and years and you suffer for life, but it's in my experience, it's not true. So come and find out how to get rid of it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
And we'll look forward to seeing you. Gorgeous suntan in a couple of weeks. Thanks, Althea.
I really look forward to it. And thanks so much, Dan. Amazing.
You are welcome. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
I look forward to it. Bye.